What if everything you've ever hoped about life doesn't end when your heart stops? What if death isn't the end, but a doorway? And what if heaven is real, but not what you think it is? For thousands of years, people across cultures and religions have believed in some kind of life after death, a place beyond this world. In Christianity, that place is called heaven. But let's be honest, many people today aren't sure what to think. Is heaven a real place, or is it just a comforting idea we tell ourselves to cope with death? In this video, we're not going to give easy answers. We're going to explore the question deeply, honestly, and respectfully. Let's start with the Christian perspective. The Bible speaks about heaven in different ways, but not always the way popular culture imagines it. It's not just clouds, harps, and angels floating around. In fact, heaven is often described as being with God. In the New Testament, Jesus says, "In my Father's house are many rooms. I am going there to prepare a place for you." That sounds personal, intentional, not abstract, not symbolic. Then there's the book of Revelation, which paints a vivid picture, not just of souls going somewhere else, but of a new heaven and a new earth, a restored reality where there is no more death, no more suffering, no more tears. Heaven in this view isn't escape, it's restoration, not abandoning creation, but renewing it. But here's the challenge. These descriptions are deeply symbolic and poetic. So how literally should we take them? Theologians have wrestled with this for centuries. Some argue heaven is a physical place, a real, tangible reality beyond our universe. Others suggest it's more of a state of existence, being fully united with God beyond space and time. Philosophically, the question becomes even more interesting. Is it possible that human longing itself points to something real? Think about it. We hunger because food exists. We feel thirst because water exists. So what about this deep, almost universal human longing for eternity, for something beyond death? Could that desire be pointing to something real? Or is it simply a psychological coping mechanism, an evolutionary byproduct to help us deal with the fear of dying? Skeptics argue that heaven is a human invention, a way to make sense of loss, a way to promise justice when the world feels unfair, a way to comfort ourselves in the face of the unknown. And to be fair, that's not an unreasonable perspective. But it doesn't fully explain something deeper. Why does the idea of heaven feel less like fantasy and more like home? Let's address some honest doubts. If heaven is real, why isn't there proof? That's a fair question. But it assumes that everything real must be scientifically measurable. Love is real, consciousness is real, meaning is real. And yet, none of these can be fully measured in a lab. Could heaven belong to that category of reality, real but not testable? Why do different religions describe different afterlives? Another strong point. Different cultures describe heaven differently, sometimes radically differently. Does that mean none of them are true? Or could it mean people are trying to describe the same ultimate reality through limited human language? Would heaven even be desirable? This is one people don't talk about enough. An eternal existence. Wouldn't that get boring? Christian theology responds by saying, heaven isn't endless repetition, it's endless depth. An infinite God means infinite discovery, infinite meaning, infinite joy, not static existence, but ever-expanding life. Still, that's hard to fully imagine. Maybe the question, is heaven real, isn't just about the afterlife. Maybe it's about what we believe this life is leading toward. If there is no heaven, then everything ends. Every act of love, every injustice, every sacrifice, it all fades into silence. But if heaven is real, then what we do here matters in ways we can't fully see yet. It means love is not wasted. It means justice will be fulfilled. It means death does not have the final word. And maybe, just maybe, that's why this question won't go away, because it touches something deeper than logic. It touches hope. So, is heaven real? The truth is, no video can prove it. But the question itself is worth wrestling with because how you answer it shapes how you live today. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you believe heaven is real, or do you see it differently? Let's have an honest conversation in the comments. And if you're drawn to deep questions like this about faith, doubt, and meaning, subscribe to Sacred Questions. because some questions are too important to ignore.